Two dudes reviewing the news, pop culture, video games, movies, and shoes. Quincy and Justin with a nerdy forecast. So stay a while and welcome to the Ugly Mugs Podcast.
Welcome to the Ugly Mugs Podcast. I'm your host, Justin.
I'm your other host, Quincy.
How you doing over there?
I had no audio for a solid second there, so I was getting ready to be like, are we live?
Yeah, that was the
And then,
thing.
yeah, then you popped in with the welcome thing. I was like, oh, okay. Like, you said it like probably a split second before I was going to say something like, did something go wrong?
Oh, okay. Well, at least we figured it out. How are you feeling, Q? You haven't been feeling well lately.
I have not been feeling well. I'm doing better today.
Good.
The fever's gone. No more fever.
How long was that fever?
3 days. My
Damn.
doctor wasn't exactly happy that I didn't go to the ER.
I'm also I'm surprised your brain cells are still kind of kicking.
So it fluctuated. It would go up and down. It's not like I was just consistently rising or anything like that. But yeah, I hit 102 at one point.
Ugh. Those are brain cells frying, my bro.
But I'm doing good. Severe case of strep that's causing tonsillitis.
Yeah, you don't sound it, luckily.
You know what's weird is the throat pain hasn't been all that bad.
Okay.
I was rather phlegmy this morning. A little bit still now. And my tonsils look like a fucking petri dish.
Gross.
My left one was very swollen.
Swollen and covered in just this white powder.
Yeah. Yeah, so they're still covered in the white crap, but the swelling started to go down. My lymph node swelling went down too. As long as the antibiotics knock it all out, I am good. He's got me on some crazy shit antibiotics. Did I tell you what antibiotics he has me on?
Yes, you did.
Yeah. And then he's also got me on a cough syrup just for symptoms.
Okay, a little bronchitis. Sure. Yeah, okay.
But yeah, no, I'm doing better. Broke the fever. That was the big thing. He said if the fever because I didn't have the fever when I went in and saw him. It had already broken away. So he's like, if it comes back, if you're not able to keep it down, you need to go to the ER. And he's given me a referral to ENT so that if this doesn't clear out after the antibiotics, I need to talk to the ENT about what to do next.
Yeah, that's gonna be. Oh, hopefully, it'll just do itself. And considering you sound fine, you sound like you're getting better.
Yeah, and like I said, the swelling's already gone down, and today's only day 3 of the antibiotics. So,
Yeah.
So that's telling me that they're working. So,
day
2 of no fever.
Thank God. Do you have anything to drink over there? Anything specific?
Oh, I'm just drinking a Coke.
Drinking a Coke. I know that we're not exactly together, but I have a special new thing. Do you like Sunkist, Quincy?
Like the
Orange soda.
Yeah, that's all right. Yeah.
Okay. You know that Sunkist makes a whole different variety of different flavors and all that. I had
what is it? They've got like the berry lemonade or something like that.
Berry lemonade. Yeah, that's correct. Berry lemonade. They have the cherry limeade now. That's okay. It's a little mid, but it's okay. It'll do in a pinch. It's mostly sugar water with more sugar. But I have here in my hands Sunkist watermelon lemonade. Now I love that fake watermelon taste. The Jolly Rancher style watermelon. It just tastes amazing to me. And ASMR. Here we go. Yeah, buddy.
God damn.
I like it. I like it a lot. I would actually go out of my way, chill the Sunkist up to its most, and get one of those shaved ice machines. That would be the most stellar thing on a hot summer day. Tell you what. But it is delicious. It is fine. All right, let's get into Humbada what's been kind of staring at everybody with this giant Frankenstein-like mask is Classics Reimagined. Do you have a Grimm's Fairy Tales or historical story that you figure didn't play out fine? And
none of the Grimm's Fairy Tales played out well.
Well, okay. I I meant as like a storytelling experience.
I don't think so. No.
No. Well, this one here, $18 gets you 59 items, but most of them are compilations of different stories. Such as there are, I think, 3 different Grimm fairy tales collections in here. There's 2, and H.P. Lovecraft in here too. Jungle Book, Charles Dickens, Bram Stoker's Dracula, different Sherlock Holmes, Pride and Prejudice, which is a bit strange, but it's done in
Classic.
but it's done in emoji form.
It's been done as zombies. I guess emojis. That's a new take.
I would like to. Okay, the zombie one, I would actually go out of my way to see. The emoji one,
Oh, it's a thing. Yeah. They even made it into a movie.
Emoji Phantom of the Opera.
That was actually kind of funny.
There's the other Grimm's fairy tales there.
So, really quick, I was late to getting the stream pulled up.
Okay.
That was very interesting. First of all, we had an ad for Splash, and we had an ad for something else. I didn't pay attention to that one.
Okay.
But while the ads were going on, it had our stream up at the top right in a little box.
Yeah, they make it so that way you don't miss any of the action.
Which is a whole new experience for me. I've never seen that. That's really cool.
Yeah. The only downside, of course, is it mutes us, but...
Yeah, well.
Yeah. But all of these tales, Edgar Allan Poe, I'm glad they started off strong with Edgar Allan Poe's stories and poems, but rewritten or reimagined in a different form of philosophy. That's what most of Grimm's fairy tales is the concept of a sin and being shown light in order to either downtrot those who have done wrong or the villain wins, essentially. Same thing for Sherlock Holmes. Sherlock does not win most of his things. And he just figures it out and goes, well, there's not a lot I can do without the substantiate proof. I can't find the proof, but I know you did it. And then he gets high and sits in the bathtub. But a whole lot of retelling of stories. One that kind of gets me is the picture of Dorian Gray. Now, for those who have watched the terrible movie of The Extraordinary League of Gentlemen.
The League of Extraordinary
Gentlemen. The League of Extraordinary Gentlemen. Thank you. You would know Dorian Gray as the soul-stealing individual that lives in a picture, and there's a lot more to it.
No, and that they don't really tell us much about him. He's just he's a dick.
He is a
he's basically immortal until he looks at the photo of himself, which then ages him to where he is, where he's supposed to be.
It tells the truth. This one here helps out a new charity called Little Free Library. What it does is it helps out a catalyst for building community, inspiring readers, just basically getting library books everywhere, making sure that everyone can get books to where they need to. Wizards actually started up a very similar thing, but of course just for D&D books or high fantasy style novels, R.A. Salvatore's Drizzt Do'Urden stuff. He has made those a little bit. All of Wizards have made those a little bit more accessible in libraries, just so that way there is more outgoing communication. So that way people aren't sitting inside all day trying to do what we do, where we play over the internet. I would actually probably want to do like a library sit-in, do a session or two for some just random kids trying to do something. I don't know. Give back to the community in the only way I know how. Because I can't pour soup. I burn my hands. I burned my hand today. I was making burgers and... yeah. Skadoosh. So this one keeps coming back around in different iterations, but they keep doing more in this series. The Boys versus Project Superpowers, where I didn't watch much of The Boys. That's not really much of a hint, but is The Boys really this good?
I enjoyed the comic more. The show for me always feels like no steps forward, and the main cast doesn't affect anything, and then shit happens anyways.
That's what
Like,
it does, yeah.
for me, the show feels like The Boys could fucking vanish, and the outcomes that are happening in the show could still fucking happen. Like, they haven't really achieved shit.
Okay.
And the comic's a little different. They do stuff in the comic. I don't know. I feel like they're not achieving anything, and it's kind of been really frustrating for me across the series. There are good parts to it and whatnot. I think a lot of it's the fact that it's the shock value. It's doing stuff that we'll never see in when it comes to superheroes and whatnot. And it's also doing stuff that you already don't really see on TV because it's taking certain things to such extremes and whatnot. It's okay.
Okay.
I don't consume it like I do a lot of new shows when like the new seasons drop. The comic is definitely more enjoyable. And for instance, the third cover right here is a nice reference to comics in and of itself. It's a Dark Knight Returns reference.
This one right here?
I
I know, delay, but...
This super delay. Holy crap. Yeah, that one.
Okay. Okay, yeah, I mean, I can kind of see that. I assume this is Joker kicking Batman off?
No, so it's, it's referencing the Dark Knight cover where it's Batman jumping off the edge of the building, or being on the edge of the building right when the lightning strike happens.
Oh!
So, I could probably...
I'm gonna sneeze, I think. That's why I've... Oh, it is tickling the inside of the... Oh my god. Sorry, everybody.
Something that they even like briefly touched on in an attempt to make the Zack Snyder movies seem better than they were. Bless you.
Thank you. I needed that. Okay.
So if you look up Dark Knight Returns Lightning, it'll bring up like 80 images of what I'm talking about.
Okay. I'll do that in a little. But all of the... I mean, would you say this big old collection is worth the $18?
I mean, probably. I mean, the first volume of The Boys Alone is really good.
Yeah.
That's going to cost you.
I read a little bit of that before falling out of it. I don't know, something about Garth Ennis, man. Like, I like him, but
yeah.
It's just the way that he did Punisher was a little strange, but I liked it. This one here helps out World Central Kitchen, which straightforward, get food everywhere. Strengthening local food ecosystems, funded in 2010 by Chef Jose Andres following the devastating earthquake in Haiti. WCK has served more than 8 million meals to those affected by disasters. So it's always good to help out those who are hit by small tragedies and fix up those small tragedies. Food is the easiest way. Products can be replaced, memories can be found, but food is something you need. Scud douche. This one I'm just going to gloss over, just because this one does more than The Boys. Train Sim. This one's Train Sim World 3 Mega Haul. I don't understand the distinct need or want for this. This one is one of the more popular ones, though. Is it me, or is train simulators like fun or something that I'm not quite clicking with?
It's not for me, but I mean, you got to figure it's probably great for people that want to do mobile trains that don't have the space, or model trains.
Yeah,
don't have the space.
And so digital would be the way to go because it can always expand. You can always trade out the trains, I guess. Yeah. You get about 16 things as well as the base game. $14 helps out special effect. We've talked about this one before. This one here helps out people with disabilities play video games, from just regular simple injuries all the way down to those who just need to figure out what they want to do in their world, and this is the way they unwind. This one here is a big one. Here we go. Their rapidly expanding reputation has meant an ever-growing demand for their services, including loaning cutting-edge control technology such as gaze-controlled computers and specialized controllers. That is amazing to start off with, to be able to look in a direction and aim in a way that would be as lightning fast as a mouse. Good stuff. Skadoosh. I have spent 48 hours in the last week playing Diablo 4. I like it.
I have yet to start it because I was very sick right when I bought it.
Yeah, I am going to be more than happy to go through it with you if you want a partner. This game is great. This game is fun. The music immediately put me back into 2002. You know, I was feeling very nostalgic. I had that Ratatouille thing where at the end he eats the fucking, I don't remember what the dish is called, but he takes a bite.
Ratatouille.
Was it?
Yes.
Oh, okay. Well, he takes a bite and he goes back to the past. This game right here brought me back. Took me way back. I love it. Good music. Great music. If I can get this on vinyl and a vinyl player, I'd probably go out of my way for it. Just had a patch, fixed up a lot of things. I only played it for about an hour this morning, but that patch...
Oh, fuck. There's already a patch?
It's a small one. Gig.
Booting up the console while we talk so I can start the download of the patch.
I mean, that's only if you're going to be playing it in the near future, I guess. But
You gotta remember, I live in a house with 3 other people now.
that's fair. I mean, are all of them soaking up internet at the same time?
No, but it's smart to do it while you know nobody is.
Fair enough. But yeah, no,
One is currently in bed. The other one, I think, is still at work, and the last one is probably at work also. So.
Oh, okay. But yeah, no, I'm very excited. I've been streaming this a lot. I enjoy streaming this. This feels good. I even added a soundboard for the people in the chat, so that way whenever I do anything, you can just pop in and be like, "Rattle me bones." I think that is a little bit before your time. Is that toy, that very particular toy. So, of course, after Operation, people really like the whole careful of your movements thing, and so you get a Goonies style pirate that is sitting in a chair covered in whatever, eye patch, hat, what have you, and you have to pull things off of him, and if you wake him up, he starts rattling all over. Such a simple toy concept has ingrained itself in my mind all this time, and Diablo 4 unleashed that.
So I just checked my updates. It took a bit to load. There's no Diablo update here, so I must have already done it.
Launch it. Because usually whenever I launch a game, it'll tell me that, oh wait, you can't launch it until you do this.
But guess what has updates?
Go on.
Cyberpunk, Destiny 2, Fallout 76, The Long Dark, Minecraft Legends, Rocket League, Slayer X, State of Decay 2, The Division 2, Valheim.
Pause. You're playing Slayer X?
It's downloaded. I haven't played it.
Oh, okay. That's a
Slayer
real
X Terminal Aftermath.
Yeah, that is a real throwback.
Yeah, we got it free recently.
Yep. Game Pass. Yeah, I mean,
was it Game Pass or was it Games with Gold?
Game Pass. That was where I grabbed it.
Why did I install it then?
Skadoop. I also been watching a lot of anime recently, and
Nerd.
I guess
My sick show was Simpsons just on repeat.
I was about to say, how many episodes of Simpsons, Futurama, or what was the other show you really were diving into?
Been watching a lot of Supernatural.
Reacher?
You know, I haven't at all.
Oh.
I have been meaning to for the longest time. Me and Lauren were going to start it, and we just never got around to it.
Fair enough. But Baki, I've rewatched. Baki's an old one that's been pushed over to new. It talks about like actual internal politics, but then it pushes that aside and says the abnormal. It is a little bit JoJo's Bizarre Adventure, where it's crazy. Its animation style is very muscly men doing muscly men fights and one-upping each other by punching the shit out of each other or kicking the shit out of each other or doing like judo throws. It's obscene. It is not. Go in expecting craziness. Don't go in expecting, just a really good fighting anime. You can go in expecting that, but you're gonna get those expectations are gonna get blown the fuck out of the water. I recommend it. It's a good show.
Just launched Diablo 4 and no update popped up, so that's where we're done.
Neat, cool.
The auto update thing finally worked for once.
Yeah, I know, right? I stopped doing that because it would try and turn on my Xbox, and at times when I was like, well, I want to play something now. How dare you? But yeah, go watch some Baki if you happen to want to watch something abnormal. It's everywhere. It is literally everywhere. Netflix is where it used to be, but now it is just everywhere. Skadoo.
You know what I found weird the other day? Yesterday, I was talking to my brother. He hasn't watched the Sherlock show.
The one with Bandito Cumberbund?
Yes.
Okay.
And I was like, oh, I think you'd really like it because he is a fan of like Sherlock and whatnot.
Yeah, I would recommend it.
And so I went to pull it up, and it is not on Netflix anymore.
I think the way I saw it was on. I think it was on Hulu.
So the only place that it is available right now that I am finding it that you don't have to buy it is Crackle.
Really?
Yeah. How weird is that? They have every episode.
How the fuck did it get over there? I mean, I'm not mad.
I don't know.
Strange.
Very strange.
And you have not caught up on Destiny, so I'm gonna try and keep spoilers to an absolute minimum. What do you know about this season, if any?
I don't even know what fucking season we're on.
Season of the Deep. Which
I don't think I've done anything for the Deep, so this is the new Titan stuff, right?
Yes.
Yeah, I don't think I've done any of that at all.
Okay, then I'm gonna definitely keep it down. But do you know about Deputy Commander Sloan, who got trapped on Titan?
Just from the video we watched for the new season.
Okay. So, Bungie's senior narrative designer says this week's radio conversation in the helm between Zavala and Sloan featured the last lines that Lance Reddick had recorded for Zavala.
Well, no, if you read it, he says these are the last lines he recorded with Lance.
Okay. Okay, yeah, you're right. Okay, so it could be the other way around. So we're probably going to get more until...
We could potentially get more.
Yeah, hopefully we get until at least the final shape, which is going to be 6-7 months away.
So, I mean, that's, here's hoping.
Here's hoping, but, oh boy. The final shape is going to be fun. I already can tell that's going to be a really nice expansion. However, in saying that, still kind of worried about the way gameplay is right now. I was just going through a dungeon, and I was just like, there's not much content after you're done with all the main stuff. You're just doing pinnacles, you're just doing powerfuls, you're just doing dungeons, you're doing raids. Now, don't get me wrong, raids are fun, they're fine, but that's all the content is. Minor gripe, very minor gripe. Skadoop. Huh. So, Reddit's been having a little bit of problem. They're
trying to charge third-party apps to have Reddit pages.
That, and it's just... Reddit... I like Reddit. Reddit works on the things of which I need it for. All I do is go over and I look up, let's say I want to find pictures of dogs with derpy faces. There's a fucking subreddit for that. I like that. There's a scrunge cat, one that has like cats mid-sneeze. I fucking love that shit. People obviously love that shit enough to make a fucking subreddit for it. But when you alienate a very popular, very high volume, high frequency, heavy foot traffic just because it's Minecraft. The Minecraft subreddit is going to be gone in the near future. It's probably going to be
They're not the only ones, but this is a very big one.
This is this is a big one. One that I tried to get onto to help me out with something was the Destiny one. which is locked. You have to have already been a part of it to at least see any of the posts, which apparently no new posts were made.
Mm-hmm.
People really are not liking Reddit right now. They are trying to pull their content off of it. There was a few Twitch streamers that said, I can't trust Reddit. If you want to follow me on my Discord. At least with Discord, they allow me to say what I want, how I want. They don't mark up anything. If you want to support me there, that's great. You can do that too. So Minecraft's disappearing. We might see divisions. Reddit go the same way. Hell, let's... yeah, it's all just regular posts that are just going to be locked forever, stuck here.
I mean, the reality is, if I was these people, I mean, someone's got a bot out there that can probably do it. I would fucking launch a bot that would delete every post I had ever made.
Yeah, and I mean, like
you ain't gonna fucking still make money off of my old content. Fuck you.
Yeah, and even these renders of just a high fidelity, high chunks, better skybox, all of that sitting right here, and it's just going to be locked here forever. No one else is going to be seeing anything unless they go to other avenues to get this content. I love it and I hate it. Yeah, skadoo. Okay, so with this one, I'm interested, but I might actually sign up to playtest. Over on...
I'm gonna be honest, you put this on and I zoned out because I was like immediately like, oh, this is just not for me.
But it might actually be. So one of my favorite homies, Joe Tung, he's been around for ages. Started up with Halo and working with Bungie as one of the lead director / producers. And he has been just working very hard at a new company called Theorycraft Games. And a new project pops up called Project Loki. And there's no real name of it yet. It just seems to be that is it. Is pre-alpha. And they've got colorful cast of characters. It seems to be like a mild battle royale. Drop where you want to drop. Destroy enemy AI for buffs, money, go and purchase stuff, and then as you're doing this, you're getting this circle that's slowly pushing in, and if you're outside that circle, you get tick damage, and this is a pretty good way to get a top-down battle royale that really works on team building. You cannot solo these things. And I've wanted this for a short time. There's flying mechanics, there's gliding mechanics, there's places that if you fall off, you insta-die. There's sky battles for certain individuals. All of this seems really good. And of course, map hazards. I like map hazards. I've always been a sucker for that. I might be into this. This looks like fun, and it looks very lightweight. This looks like it could also be done on a Chromebook. This does not look heavy. Maybe after a little bit of the alphas, we might start seeing some better graphical placements. I mean, it's shell shading. But
it's actually, you mentioned it, and now I'm just gonna talk about it real quick.
Okay.
I need a new laptop. My buddy's getting worse. It's getting harder to do things. And I was looking at Chromebooks. There's some fucking cheap Chromebooks out there.
Oh god, yeah.
Holy crap.
And what's funny is, they took one of the latest Chromebooks to date right now and turned it into a Steam Deck, or a Steam OS run machine. And it runs okay. It can do Cyberpunk 2077 on the bare minimum, but that's because it's using internal graphics processing. It is taking the internals and sticking it through and hoping it can run. And it does okay, 38 to 40 frames on certain areas, but once you get into combat, then it goes down to 12. But, it's an attempt in something that does not have the hardware to do it. It can still attempt to do it. You attach an external graphics card on there, it could probably play. It could probably run. The only downside is external graphics cards cost a little bit and use a little bit more power than probably what the Chromebook can give out. But or there's a few external graphics cards that you can plug into a wall outlet and just kind of feed things through. I don't know how those work, and I don't want to say it could work for the Chromebook, but that's an avenue also. But yeah, Chromebook's cheap.
Yeah, like I was honestly surprised at how low some of them were. I was like, that is impressive. I did remember something I wanted to talk about on today's episode, and I did not have you pull it up.
Okay.
Warhead soda.
Now I've seen one of those a long time ago. It was a sponsored drink. I don't remember who did it, but yeah, no.
Well, they have a full blown thing now.
Oh, Ghost Energy.
No. These are not energy drinks. These are Warhead branded Warheads sodas.
Do you have a link to throw at me?
Sure. Just make sure you don't open the other link I sent you because that's just a joke for us.
Hold on, I'm gonna click it. I'm gonna play it live, but just the audio. Let's see what it is. Yeah. Okay, let's push you back over here. Oh, okay. Okay. Ooh, a watermelon. I like watermelon. Lemon, maybe. Okay, so let's see. Find us. Where are you at? Where are you at that I can purchase this?
They are all over the place.
They are all over the place. In mostly places that I don't recognize except for freaking Walmart. Yeah, we don't have any of this. I have heard of
We got Walmart.
We got Walmart. But I have heard of Schnucks. It's just, I can't.
I've heard of Schnucks. I've heard of, what is that? Durbergs?
Dyerbergs?
Dyerbergs? Yeah. And let's see what else in there. That might be it.
That'd probably be it. There's a liquor hypermarket. What's a hypermarket?
I don't know.
Alright, but good find. I would actually like to try one of these out. At least the water.
Yeah, I actually saw an ad for it on Twitter earlier. I was like, oh my god.
Shock your mouth back to life with a flavor that is near universal approval rating. Yeah, blue
I
raspberry.
want to try every single one.
The only one I don't think I would try is the black cherry. I'm not a big fan of black cherries. But all the rest.
I gotta try them all.
I would do all but the black cherry.
Do you remember when Jolly Rancher had a soda? Those were pretty good.
They were pretty good, and then they did ice pops that I really loved.
Oh, I still really love those Skittles ice pops I found.
I don't know where you can get those. Usually they used to be at like a Walgreens.
I got them at Walmart originally.
Yeah, that sounds about right. They have all the weird stuff now. There's a couple new cereals that I wouldn't mind trying, but I just don't want to spend the frickin' $6 for a box of cereal.
Right, that's why I never tried the Sour Patch Kids one because I'm sitting there going $6 for something that might be ass.
Apparently it's not bad. It's just has that little bit of citric acid kind of dissolved on top.
I'm so nervous.
Yeah.
It just seems weird with milk.
Scott. Dope. Okay, so Quincy, you had mentioned it before. You're probably going to see this movie.
You know, like honestly, I would not go see it unless someone was like, "Hey, I want to see this movie. Please take me or please go with me." I would not go see it. But I have unlimited movies.
Yes.
So why the fuck not go see it?
Right. And I
So
maybe good. It may be fine. And also these are
I mean, I do like both leads.
Yeah, I do too.
This is Barbie we're talking about, to be clear.
Oh yes, Barbie, yes. And these are faceplates, I believe, for the Elite controller. Not the regular, the Elite. Because it has a little mic mute button down at the bottom. So these skins.
Yeah, so I think it is. I think you're right.
So these skins are very Barbie-esque. I don't think I would go out of my way from. However, the Barbie, I think that's an S. Yeah, that's an S because it doesn't have the disc tray.
Yeah, it's probably the new S too. It's got the terabyte in it.
Okay, I mean it's fine. I still want one more freaking USB plug for the front because I figured out how to plug a keyboard and mouse into it. I just have to use one of the ports in the back. I'm like, that's fine, I guess. I just don't like doing that. Some games work for it, some games don't. Still trying it out, figuring it out. It's all good.
You can do Fortnite with keyboard and mouse on Xbox.
Yeah, I did Fortnite, but it will not do Destiny. Yeah.
I think Sims got keyboard and mouse support, which was one that really needed it.
Ooh, I have it downloaded.
I think.
It might pop.
I could be wrong. Double check, but I think that's one that got it.
Okay. I mean, they're both right here plugged into it. I'll just yada yada with it. The only downside is I have it in a place that if I lean a little bit too far back, I like stretch awkwardly, I hit the keyboard, right? And the keyboard's plugged in, but one key press turns on the Xbox.
Yeah.
Yeah. So,
I think you could change that in your settings.
I'm just gonna unplug it when I'm done. But this whole little dream set looks pretty cool, pretty great. But it's promotion. Promotion for what? Forza Horizon 5 gets 2 vehicles that are Barbie themed. I kind of like the it's a Corvette knockoff, but I don't know what it is. It a Corvette? Yeah, it is a Corvette. Okay, so you get a Barbie Corvette and a Hummer, big old bulky 2023 looking Hummer.
I gotta say they didn't phone it in. They don't look shitty in plastic. They look good.
They look good. They look real. I would probably, if I were to hop back into Forza, I would probably get them both. Both are fine. I mean, I think you get them both. Or given a hydrate in chat. There you go. And a stretch.
Speaking of Twitch stuff, make sure to keep an eye on the upcoming Prime Gamings because they're going to be doing something for Diablo 4.
Speaking of things,
don't know what yet. It's still incoming soon.
Oh, speaking of Prime things, I just activated Baldur's Gate 2 Enhanced Edition.
Oh, nice.
Great game. Just don't go in expecting 5e. Go in expecting 3.5-ish, with a little bit more confusing. Baldur's Gate 2, one of my favorites. Another one that's on there is Neverwinter Nights. That is Good Old Games, GOG.com. Go get them. They are great. They are great games. There's a whole bunch of other stuff for like Elder Scrolls Online and yet again.
Yeah, there's some.
Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
I would say there's some Pokemon Go stuff, some Hearthstone stuff, all kinds of goodies on there.
Really good goodies. Some of them have kind of just made it hella worth it because every month that you get the League of Legends one, you get RP, which is like their in-game currency, the actual payment one. And I was able to buy a few skins if I ever decide to go back over to back to League, but little.
Oh, and I do believe one of the new free games is going to be the old Force Unleashed or its sequel. I can't remember which.
Oh, hopefully both.
Let me double check.
But both. Give me both.
Check. So in the coming soon section on there, come on, scroll too far.
Oh.
So it'll be for Prime Day offers.
Oh, okay.
Or
cool.
no, sorry. Yeah, so it is Prime Day offers. So current Prime Day offers was the Baldur's Gate one you were talking about.
Oh.
Overwatch 2, you get 5 tier skips. You can get Prey, and you can get Call of Duty Warzone and Modern Warfare Warzone track rival stuff.
Okay.
The coming soon section of that, which will switch over when those other ones expire most likely, is Diablo 4. It doesn't say what.
It just says
I doubt.
4.
All it says is it shows the Diablo 4 logo and it says coming soon. Diablo 4 coming soon.
Okay, I think it's probably just going to be mount skins or skins for
probably.
Character or a tombstone, something that's universal. Emote, maybe.
And then the Ultimate Sith edition of Star Wars The Force Unleashed.
Okay, yeah. Speaking of which, Prime Days is going to be July 11th and 12th.
Yeah, so this is now through Prime Day, claim these special lineups of free games and in-game with Prime.
Cool.
Pokemon Go limited partner research and Shovel Knight Showdown.
I like Shovel Knight. Okay, cool. I might go and grab that. I think Shovel Knight Showdown is the fighting game.
So yeah, that's in the coming soon section, along with the Baldur's Gate, the Pokemon Go, and the what's it called? What was the other one we talked about?
Baldur's Gate,
What was the
Neverwinter
other?
Nights,
No, no,
SCP stuff,
no.
League.
Star Wars.
Oh, Star Wars. Yeah.
Yeah. So those are all marked coming soon. So I would just check back every day or two.
Okay. Any other things for gaming?
No, I haven't really been playing anything. Been kind of sick. So I've been a little checked out. I tried booting up to play something just solo, kind of mind killer. I tried to do some New Vegas, and I realized I was like in the middle of a role play character that I just cannot get my brain back into, and it really sucks. With I love the Fallout games and the Elder Scroll games and whatnot, but once you fall out of those, going back to an old save is real difficult. It really is.
For some, for me, I managed to get my footing. Like, what was I doing? Okay, and then just kind of branching off from what I would have been doing to maybe do something else.
Yeah.
I don't.
I mean, I can jump back into Fallout 4 just fine because that one was kind of like you didn't have to worry about your skill tree maxing out. You could literally just go forever.
Yeah, like with Deathloop, I took a huge break from that, and then I was like, the fuck was I doing? There's so much that kind of teaches you what you were doing last, that it kind of says, hey, this is what you were thinking about. But no, I get you. A JRPG has definitely thrown me through a loop once or twice.
Yeah, and so I know that I was playing him like as a wise guy. That was kind of the general joke that me and Lauren had gone with. We had designed the character to be like he had been like a mob wise guy or something like that. And bless you. And that's what we were setting his skills around. But when I came back into the game, I was in the Vault Hotel on the Strip. Bless you.
Thank you.
I was in the Vault Hotel on the Strip. I'm like, I have no idea what I was doing.
I remember the last playthrough of New Vegas. I wanted to side with House up until the last moment.
Oh, excuse me, sorry.
I wanted to do all of House's stuff and then just have the power go back to the city. Like a good person. All right.
I always try to avoid the missions that I have to like really hard decisions, like the water one where it's the crops for the wasteland or the vault because of the radiation leak.
Oh yeah.
Like I always feel bad making those decisions, and so I tend not to actually ever do those missions.
Fair enough. I mean, not until you honestly have to.
Yeah. That's one thing I liked that was different about 4 is while you still had a lot of like final decisions, tough decision things, if you played the game not necessarily the right way, but a specific way, you don't always have to go down a shitty path. So like when it comes to like trying to decide, do I side with the Brotherhood, do I side with the Institute, there is a third option of siding with the Minutemen, which is the best option.
To you.
To me, best option to me.
Me.
Brotherhood is rather questionable by that point, and or at least that branch of the Brotherhood is.
How many times have you beat Fallout 4?
Technically, I've never beaten Fallout 4.
Really? You've never gotten credits?
No.
Oh, well then how far did you go in Brotherhood of Steel's path?
I know the story and everything. You're good.
So if you're aware of that, I kind of like that they managed to infiltrate that whole entire thing and make it the way it is and dance. Fucking, oh man, that is. There is a lot of
what makes me not side with them is the way they handle their own person that turns out to be a synth.
That's fair. That is fair.
And that's what really sides me against them. And so, I do that mission very carefully, too, to make sure that I have the best outcome for the synth in that one. And then, big spoilers here for fucking Fallout 4 people. Big spoilers. When it comes to, like, who's running the Institute, that don't affect me at all. And don't get me wrong, I was very much like, I will save him, I will protect him. But then when I realized, like, what he had become, like, oh, they ain't no child of mine.
Yeah, like, you call me father, but I'm gonna just first actual chance I took. I had a rocket launcher, and I said, "Damn, you could have been something. Instead, you had to be meat."
So if you've seen the fan theory that because you always see birds throughout the wasteland, and then there's like all the cameras when you get to the institute. So there's a fan theory that the birds throughout the wasteland are cameras that the institute uses to watch you, right?
Well, I mean, that's in the real world too, man.
Well, yeah, but that's because the bourgeoisie. But um, you get what I mean, right?
I do.
Like that fan theory.
Yes, I do.
In New Vegas, birds will show up on your radical. You can shoot them, and you get a reaction, like on your. I think you get like a little tiny experience point for shooting them.
Huh.
And that's in New Vegas, which is the other side of the country.
And also a different developer, but
Same universe.
Same universe, but I get you.
Canon. So that's really interesting. It's also after the events of Fallout 4. New Vegas would happen later on.
Well, okay, then that also implies there's a canonical ending. So
wait a minute. Now, hold on. I think I got my timelines mixed up. So there's no canonical ending because nothing's ended yet.
That's right. I don't know what to think about that one, but
I gotta double check my timeline now.
I mean, the timeline is already flawed when you have people that can pop in anywhere. Like, you have a halfway Skynet chilling the fuck out.
So yeah, Fallout 4 is 6 years after New Vegas.
Oh, okay. So maybe early developments for the Institute, but at the same time,
maybe,
the Institute is just a bunker filled with pretty dumb people.
Yeah, but you got to remember, so we do have a direct connection between 3 and 4, though, with the Institute also, because you have the synth that's running around in 3 who's trying to get his face changed, and you do meet the doctors that helped him with that, who's one of the only characters that carries over into Fallout 4.
That is correct. I do. That is one of the first quests I always do, because you also get the intelligence bobblehead in Rivet City. And so I...
Do you ever... Oh, go ahead.
No, that was it.
Do you ever... in Fallout 4 cheat and take Dogmeat back down to the vault and just get him to steal the gun through the door for you?
No. I got it the real way, and I mean it's
just
not
got
even
yourself up to the expert lockpick skill.
Yeah, and I didn't even like it that much. It's a freeze ray. Okay, cool. Does it do more damage? No. Okay.
I don't remember. What are the DLCs in 3? You've got Mothership Zeta, you got the Pit.
Mothership Zeta Pit.
It's the other one, the one with the fucking house. It's all H.P. Lovecraft themed.
The
the Dunwich. So Point Lookout?
Point Lookout.
With Dunwich
Yeah.
and whatnot.
Yeah, I went back.
So if you pay attention while you're running through there, you'll see an explosion in the sky.
I did.
And if you trace it down, that's where the alien gun lands.
There's also another one in the base one, just as long as you have the Wild Wasteland perk.
So that's Wild Wasteland's New Vegas.
Or not Wild
3.
Not Wild Wasteland. What is that strange perk that happens in 3?
I don't remember.
But in short, yeah, no, there's one just to the west of Harold, the tree.
Oh, okay. So when you go and you find the gun after it's fallen in that DLC, make sure you have Dogmeat with you. And immediately tell him to start trying to find you ammo. And he'll find you ammo to that gun, so you'll get extra ammo that way.
Really? I will keep that in mind. I mean, I still need to go back through 3. And that Point Lookout. I almost 100%ed the Point Lookout.
Okay,
Really?
so I've never 100%ed any Fallout game. Ever. Mac's the only person I know of to have 100%ed all 3.
Wait, who?
Mac is 100%ed 3, New Vegas, and 4.
Wow.
He's also 100%ed Skyrim.
Skyrim I did too. I'm right behind him. I only have New Vegas, Skyrim, Oblivion. and a whole bunch of a couple other games that aren't tied to Bethesda, but I don't want to talk about it.
Now he just fucking does Minecraft maps to where he gets the bedrock and then he just clears out the entire world at bedrock level and builds minecarts through it at super speed with redstone.
I mean, fair. Any way to have fun.
But so I've never credited New Vegas and I've never credited 4. I've only credited 3.
Okay. Three. I think I would be like maybe 80%. Like I've done all the DLCs through and through to its fullest, but base game, I feel like I was missing so much. Like I had very particular routes and I kept starting over, and I just never saw everything.
I feel like I was really good with 3 because I actually went through and I finished it, and then the DLCs came out to change the ending and whatnot. And then I went through and I did new playthroughs after that. And in having finished it, like not 100%ing it, but crediting it, very much changed the way I played it later on because I knew different things and I wanted to hit things at different times. And like I started avoiding anything that would really lead me to kill raiders unless I absolutely had to progress. Until you get that perk where every time you kill a raider, you loot a thumb off of them that you can trade for money.
Oh,
you remember that perk?
No, I didn't.
No, really? Okay, yeah. So there's a shack not too far from that town that's got the superhero and supervillain that are fighting each other.
Okay.
There's a little shack out there that it's these group of people who are all about like punishing bad people, and you unlock that once you get a certain perk. And once you get that perk, basically it makes it to where every time you kill a human enemy, you loot a thumb from them, provided that they were a bad enemy, not like you just fucking going around killing humans. And then you can turn those thumbs over for caps. Oh. It's a great way to make fucking extra money for doing what you're already doing. So I started avoiding killing like raiders and stuff as long as I can until I get to the level to unlock that perk, which makes the game a little harder because that perk is a little ways in.
It sounds like it.
But yeah, the other thing, collect all the Ducola Quantums for the crazy chicken of the underpass so that you can sell them to her.
That was one I was working on, I think, when I started going like, I don't know. And then I just kind of drifted away from that. I think that was about the time that I was doing Just Cause 2.
So, it's just, we spend so much time on these. I can only imagine how bad it's going to be with the new game. Starfield. Which, did you hear?
Mm-hmm.
They're not going to have a disc version of it.
That's understandable. That's fine.
Like, there's no physical version of the game coming out.
Because they want it all on the solid state. And that's fine.
Also, the Batman Arkham that's a trilogy that's coming to the Switch.
Okay.
The chip will not have all 3 games. It'll only have part of it, and you have to download the rest online.
Maybe that's what the new Switch console is going to be. Something that can hold all these games. Because right now we have...
Talks are the specs... There's rumors that the specs are supposed to be competing with the Xbox and PlayStation.
That's understandable. Then that means it's going to get a solid-state drive that's going to make the console irrefutably better. But it's just...
I just hope it's still a Switch.
It is still going to be a Switch. It's just now it's going to be a Switch that can hold all these games that you're going to be purchasing.
I'm just worried that they're going to come out with something that's like, oh, nope, it looks like you have to buy all new games again. Haha.
No. Nintendo's dumb, but they're not that dumb. Like, I love Nintendo. I love Nintendo to death. They do great products. It's just their first iterations of them are never full. They don't have...
we do... I guess I should be a little nicer because when they came out with the first DS, it did have a port for the Game Boy and Game Boy Advance games.
Right. And, they did this similar with Game Boy Color. You can play Game Boy games. And then scan ahead, you have that first level of DS that can still play the old school Game Boy Advance. Or, Game Boy Color. So, I don't know. I'll let Nintendo do what they're going to do. Let them cook. The only downside is give me the ability to upgrade my Switch to that. I don't mind an OLED screen. That's whatever. I'm not going to be doing it for that. Give me the ability to open up my Joy-Cons, replace them with better Joy-Cons. Give me the better Axis points. Give me everything that's better. Because, I mean, at the end of the day, I'm probably just going to get a Pro Controller anyways, but I want to fix what's there. Give me an ability to open it up, get the internal SSD, give me an ability to pop in a MVE or M.2, something great. Learn how to solder while I'm at it, because I know it's going to require some soldering. Give me the abilities to succeed, Nintendo. Don't be afraid to let people open up your shit, considering they do that anyways. And
Yeah.
and Steam.
So there is talks though that they have learned from their mistakes, and they won't be doing what they did with the previous iterations, and your digital ownerships will transfer over.
Okay, then.
So that's a big deal.
That is a big deal, and I mean, you'll be able to boot up games a little bit quicker. That would be good. So, they're learning. Nintendo is learning how to make consoles. Shoe news. Gotta go fast. I'm not gonna provide any information. Thank you, IGN, for this image. But I am not giving you a goddamn thing. You gotta look these up your own, because they hold chili dogs, golden rings. I think that's a hammer. And a face of a very familiar blue hedgehog. Sonic Crocs.
So, I didn't play a lot of the games. Were
No?
the chili dogs ever in the game, or is that purely just a movie thing?
Cartoon.
Cartoon. Okay.
Yeah, it started with the Jamal White. Who played Urkel in Family Matters? Jamal White?
I think you're right.
Okay. But yeah, he voiced Sonic in the cartoon. And then very shortly after that cartoon, we got Sonic Underground, and they still kind of made it canon.
You know, you're wrong about the first name. I never know how to say it.
Jamil?
It's Jaleel.
Jaleel.
Jaleel?
Jaleel?
I never know how to say it.
Yeah, okay.
Can't be like the guy that plays his dad. His name's Reginald. That's easy.
Yeah. Reginald. But these Crocs, they're Crocs with little, with red and white. It looks like Sonic shoes. Like, there's nothing. They state themselves with their nice. What do they call the things the little posts that you put into the shoes?
I don't know. Ornaments?
Ornaments. Okay, we'll call it that. We'll call it that. With ornaments that are
Bling?
I hate that. I hate that you came up with that. Because whenever you drop your coins, it sounds bling. Okay. Next shoes. So I'm okay with graffiti. I like graffiti. I don't know why they needed to put them on hiking boots.
Are they hiking boots? Like,
Yeah.
These are so weird. Like,
They are so very weird. Plain ass white shoes that are they look like hiking boots to me. With the Nike swoosh just embedded in, with stitching, and then over all of it is the mural, I'll call it.
I love the graffiti part of the shoe.
Yeah,
The rest of the shoe is what's weird to me.
Yeah. Let me see here. Yeah, it doesn't really say that it's meant for it, but they're the Air Force One mids with some interesting tracking. It's just on the front too, so you're leaning back a little bit. Oh no, and the heel
Those are going to
does
get
that too.
destroyed in like 2 seconds flat.
You can see one's bowing under the pressure immediately.
With no foot in it.
With no foot in it. And on the other side, off-white for Nike Air Force One, Beaverton, Oregon, USA, circa 1982, is just blasted. Oh no, this is the other shoe. Huh. $205 released a week ago. An odd shoe, but at least it's not the most odd. Today.
You're welcome.
Are you a somewhat obfuscated mime with a pencil mustache, a umbrella hat, holding a, I don't even know what kind of wood that is. A
It looks like
giant wood.
meat.
It does look like meat, but hold on. I'm actually gonna get the bigger picture. Hang on. It is wood. I can, or is it just really fucked up sourdough bread? Is that a baguette?
If that's a baguette, nobody should eat it.
Yeah. But what we're talking about is the shoes he is wearing. They are a mix between Crocs and those big red fuck off Astro Boy ones we were talking about a while ago. They even have the speed mode, always engaged.
But they're yellow.
They're yellow, and you can see the man's toes. You can see the man's toes. Like, open-toed shoes are fine. Having shoes that you can see their feet through, I'm not a. If they're not swimming shoes, I don't. Are these swimming shoes? I don't feel so good.
I don't think they are.
I don't feel so good. I don't even get this photo shoot. Like, okay, let's skip over to this. Osaka, Japan. Apparently they've had SneakerCon there before, and they're gonna have it again. July 1st and 2nd are going to be the days for SneakerCon. So in case you happen to be pulling up a new interest for sneakers or otherwise, I'm gonna be keeping my ear close to it, just because then boom, we got a whole lot of sneaker news to give you guys. It will be in Osaka, Japan. Missing something. Greatest sneaker show on earth. That was the quote I wanted to grab. Skadoo. Quincy, what did you so very inappropriately tell me you were gonna do with this sauce at the beginning of the cast?
So, let's preface this with Pepsi has a new flavored ketchup.
No, I wanted the words straight up without any context.
No, I will give you the words straight up, but there needed to be some context.
No.
Yes, it'll be available at 4 stadiums. Thank you, IGN, for this image.
Yes, thank you, IGN.
So this is the Cola Chip?
Cola
Ketchup.
Cola Chup.
So,
Cola
Cola Chip. So I said I would try it, but I would tell the guy, just put it on the tip of the hot dog, just the tip, so I can slide it in my mouth and I can try it.
And I was, there's a form of uncomfortability that caused in me. But I would also like to try it. It looks interesting. I have seen a Dr. Pepper style barbecue sauce that did well. I can see this doing well too.
So, and this wasn't the image I was telling you to pull. I was telling you to pull the first image I sent you, not this
I know,
image.
and I didn't because I got ADHD'd into what I'm going to talk about next.
Nerd. So it'll only be available at Chase Field in Phoenix, Yankee Stadium, New York City, Target Field in Minneapolis, and Commercial Park in Detroit on the 4th of July. I am not driving all the way out to fucking shithole Phoenix. I'm sorry, hot as hell Phoenix. I'm sorry, Devil's Back Sweat Phoenix on 4th of July. Buying a fucking ticket to the boring ass Phoenix baseball team, who I can't even think of the name on, Diamondbacks, so I can try this. So you'll have to wait for them to do another release.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I mean, yeah.
There goes all of our listeners in Phoenix.
That's what, one? Who the fuck? Who lives in Phoenix? Skadoo.
I think my brother's dad.
Okay.
He can move to Phoenix.
Thank you, Discussing Film, for this little trailer. I forgot to.
I gotta say, I love that Discussing Films will just drop the trailers and just be like, "Here's the trailer. Here's the information. Here's where it's gonna be."
Yep. They don't futz around, or they'll let.
I love it. This is the main reason why I follow Discussing Films, is because their trailer drops are so great.
I'm gonna do it. I did it. There. I'm also following them. I have way too many follows. I figured, but.
I've got a lot.
But yeah, this one dropped the trailer for Futurama, the third revival? Figuratively?
Second, I won't count the DVDs as a revival. It was just what they continued to do.
Okay,
like they were like, fuck you don't want to show us, we'll make our own shit. And then because of the DVD sales, they got their revival.
Yeah, okay. And also, I like Futurama. I have no problem with Futurama. I'm happy everyone has a fun time doing Futurama, except for maybe Joe voice bender.
He does enjoy it. He was just his whole thing was he knows his worth, and he wasn't going to
Okay, I didn't know the numbers.
let them lowball him.
Okay.
He never released the numbers, and from my understanding, he still didn't get what he wanted, but he got the respect that he felt he deserved.
Okay. Then disregard. Everyone has fun doing it. And now they got Hulu money, so
DiMaggio.
Thank you. But yeah, now I mean, as said, they're getting fucking Hulu money, so they're probably gonna be comfy for a minute.
I hope so. I hope they're paying these people what they deserve. But Futurama's a blast. I watched this trailer. It looked funny. I saw a lot of people tearing it apart because they were like, wow, COVID and Bitcoin jokes. How old is this fucking show already? And it's like, do you have any idea how long it takes to animate things? And the jokes are still fucking funny. Like, you got the joke to be able to throw your fit, which means you still get the joke.
Yeah, I mean, it took them 3,000 years to get to this point. Figure it out. But I'm happy. It seems like they also did a little bit of buffing up the animations. Just a little bit. Just enough to the big explosion scenes and the rocket shooting. I was like, okay, they paid a CG artist to do more CG stuff. Okay. I'm always okay with that.
Hey, Fry, I hear beer makes you stupid. No, it doesn't.
No, it doesn't. Explovid 23. But yeah, I mean, if they're making fun of what's currently happening, it's like every other animated adult show right now.
I mean, and the reality is like, do we need to always focus on the here and now, or can we laugh about some stuff in the past sometimes? And
I mean that. So, philosophy moment right now, but art is derivative. Art is always going to be taken from something that has been seen or done before. Whether or not it is contrast or abstract, it is going to be something that has been seen once before in a different way. Fuck you. Laugh at the joke. If you don't want to laugh at the joke, watch something else.
Yeah, like, you don't have to watch it.
Yeah. Man, I just felt 18-year-old me pop out for a second. I don't like him. Homie smells funny. Skadoosh. Speaking of TV shows coming back, can't really say coming back to this one, because I didn't want it. I don't even know what it's going to be about. Among Us is getting a animated show, and there's no plot there. It's just hide and seek with motive. It's the thing.
I don't know what it's gonna be about either, but I'm kind of hoping they don't talk. I kind of hope they like grunt and groan, kind of like Legos used to.
Grunt and groan with
like
the music,
mumble and
with the music playing
stuff.
in the background.
Yeah, or like type of things. You know, like I kind of hope that's what they like. I hope like the only time anyone actually says anything is if one of them goes, "Shh."
Okay. Yeah. Okay.
Tell me why I looked to the left and did the fucking finger as if you could fucking see me.
But I get your point. I don't know, because I'm thinking it's going to be a very short series. It's going to probably be basically The Thing, but with these guys. Yeah.
Yeah, I figure it'll probably be short and quick, and it'll probably be building tension as you try to figure out which one it is. Like, I'm assuming as the viewer we will not know who the imposter is.
Yeah, having episodes be unknown to us, like how things are going to pan out, with a little bit of like Glass Onion kind of sprinkled in, where you're like, well, that makes sense. Wait, why would they be there doing the thing? Oh, that kind of thing would be cool. But if they're going to be marketing this toward kids are not a bright set of individuals.
No, they're necessarily going to market it towards kids. They never said that.
No, but that's what Among Us is marketed towards. It's not marketed toward me and you. Don't get me wrong. If we play it like we would play Fall Guys, we would play Roblox. It's not marketed toward us, but our little tiny beat a rock against another rock mentality where it raises those endorphins. It makes us happy.
Now, here's my thing. So, I think kids play the game. And I think it looks like it's marketed towards kids because it's these colorful little goofy guys. And you can put these goofy outfits on. But if you think about the way the murders go down, they're very graphic.
And they're very visceral, but no blood is shown. That is why they still...
I mean, there's one where he straight up pulls a fucking gun out and shoots the fucking head off the other person.
Yeah. But then again, those were also the cartoons we grew up with. Tom literally shoves a Mossberg double barrel into a mouse hole. It somehow, with the strength of which he has, curves that barrel around to go through more plywood to shoot his own head.
Yeah, but Tom and Jerry also started in the frickin' 40s. If you look at the current Looney Tunes, they have taken away Elmer Fudd's shotgun.
He's got a crossbow now. I get you, and sure.
I'm not saying that it isn't marketed towards kids. I'm saying that it isn't marketed towards kids, but it isn't not marketed towards kids. I think they just straight up didn't market it towards anyone. They just made a thing, and it found its audience. And its audience is so big that now they can make this next thing, and its audience will go and see it.
Yeah, I mean, the Five Nights at Freddy's trailer dropped, the full one. Not much different from the little teaser. That's why I didn't really want to bring it up. But it did have a few added-in scenes of the animatronics. It's starting to look really good. And I'm like, you're going to have to be selling out the entire Five Nights story. From Five Nights at Freddy's 1 or the prequel, I don't remember the name of it, all the way to Security Breach. Which you're going to have to give us more substance than what we know from the video games. That's all I'm wanting.
And I'm assuming that they're going to probably give us the background as to why the machines are like this, and we're going to watch the first person survive it, and then we're going to be given some kind of post-credit thing so that they can do a sequel.
Well, we already know. Well, that's the thing. Well, we, the players, already know that. But you haven't played too much of the Five Nights games, correct?
No.
Okay. That doesn't take all of that time. It takes a very short perception of it. And is it going to be I think it's going to be a show, right?
Oh, it's a movie.
Oh, it's a movie? So you have 2 hours to get the 5 kids, one of which was being bullied the whole time, into the bite of 87. I could spit Five Nights lore all fucking day, man. I deep dived this shit after watching the trailer or the teaser. Like, there is so much fucking Five Nights lore that I could spout at you, and you'd be sitting there going, "Why the fuck did they write this?" And I'd be like, "Because it builds up to this," and I keep going.
But that can be said about pretty much any fandom, and plenty of fandoms have successful, good movies that don't spend 16 hours, they spend 2 hours. What I'm saying is they will probably give us the bare bones of, hey, this is what the fuck happened, this is why the fuck the place is fucky, and now watch this person try to fucking survive and escape. In part 2, holy crap, here's this next layer of the onion.
Oh, glass onion, oh. Okay. Alright, I'm gonna probably see it. This does seem like a really good trailer. Matthew Lillard playing what I'm assuming is going to probably be
William
Afton.
Afton.
Yeah. Afton. Who turns out to be the purple guy. And purple guy is quickly known as this piece of flesh that has rotted away. Both skin and bone barely live. And that's a villain role, and I would love to see him as either purple guy with half the animatronic on him. Sorry, don't mean to spoil anything.
Well, late.
Sorry. But it's fucking great. It's gonna be great. It's gonna be good. It's gonna be fine. All fine.
Then we've got Josh Hutcherson's playing Mike Schmidt, and there's someone playing Abby Schmidt. It's a little girl. We got an actress playing Vanessa Monroe. And then from there on, we get Max, or female villain, actor Hank Ghost Kid number 5, things like that.
Okay, well, Ghost Kid number 5 does mean that we're getting... Okay, well... Okay.
Got a $36 million budget. They show 5 different things in the poster. They show the bear, the
Good old Fazbear.
the rabbit, the bird, the fox, and then there's something down at the bottom that I can't quite tell. It looks like it has a candle on its head.
Wait. Throw that at me?
Oh, doop-a-doop-a-doop-a-doo.
Also, you've been sending me more memes, I see.
Yes.
Also, God, the first one. Yeah, that is juice. Oh, okay, no, that's just a cupcake. Okay, I thought there was more to it, but yeah, they look a little cartoony, but they're supposed to be medium.
I think that's the way they look. The way they look is, I'm fine with it.
Yeah, I'm fine with it too. Everything's good. I'm here for it. Click that off. Okay, back to this. So is Spirit Halloween finally getting good animatronics?
Oh, they've always had good animatronics.
They've had okay animatronics. You had to pay big bucks for the freaking big, huge, mechanized ones, not anything that's kind of commercial grade. These look commercial grade, but with a little bit more effort put into them.
I think their licensing deals are getting better so that they're able to do them.
Yeah. Because I'm not gonna lie, throwing a little bit of cobweb, throwing a little bit of just extra bits and bobs, you can. Oh god, all my recommendeds, get out of here. This Halloween might actually be a little bit better for those who want to decorate. Because the Crypt Keeper looked great.
Yeah, so this year they've announced they've got the Crypt Keeper, they've got
A lot of flashing lights.
Leatherface, and they've got, I think, one of the Killer Clowns is back.
I can see the Killer
Clowns.
Clowns. Speaking of which, that game, did that one come out?
No, it still hasn't come out.
Huh. Keep my ear to the ground for that one because I did want to try that one. But yeah, Spirit Halloween's getting a little bit of a kick up, and they don't look half bad. Go and decorate your place.
Hey, quick, one last touch on the Five Nights at Freddy's thing. I'm gonna put it out there now. Here's my guess as to how this movie is gonna go down.
Okay.
Okay. So, the place is already known to be a problem. Whatever. Security guard starts working there. I'm assuming that his little sister or daughter, I'm assuming it's going to be little sister because the characters have the same last name. It gets lured there. He has to save her. He's probably going to successfully save her, but he himself is going to get put into one of the animatronics by the end of the movie.
Animatronics?
Animatronics.
Animatronics.
Yeah.
I mean, that does...
Josh Hutcherson's character.
Okay. I like that theory. I like that theory a lot. Change up what is. I like that. I would actually probably watch the sequel after that too, because they've always taken a lot of liberties in very slightly changing the narratives between original and a different media, book to movie and so on. Did you know that they deleted a very big character from Lord of the Rings? Just at the very beginning, but they cut out a very big character.
Who?
Oh, I forget his name, but he's Bilbo's next door neighbor that he hates.
Hmm.
Oh, I don't remember his name. Skadoosh. This figure looks crispy, and it's only $130.
It's a very beautiful
figure. It is very nice. You throw it with some nice gold lighting, you've got a pretty... What? It's not upside down? It is upside down. Okay.
I don't buy figures, but if I did, this would be the kind of shit I went for.
Yeah. And I mean, he's even got the whole entire rest of him, so that way he can do the little quick switch with the statue on that pedestal. Ah, spiders. Like, it comes with so many accessories. Does it come with the ball? Do you think it comes with the big old boulder?
I don't think so.
Oh, I don't want it. Oh, here we go. Here we go. Oh, it comes with the pedestal that the golden idol sits on. Spiders and the sack with the stuff. Some darts fit in Torch and his revolver. Couple whips, different positions of whips, and his bag. A bunch of interesting faces, hands, and the puzzle stand. I was like, what? Wow, $130 for all that.
And honestly, I would probably take these figures out of the boxes and put them on display. I feel like you got to.
Yeah. Oh god, yeah. Oh god, yeah. Especially when
you got to do the different poses.
You get the frickin' stand. You get the frickin' stone pedestal.
Yeah, and a lot of these really nice figures like this tend to have some amazing movability.
I mean, as you even mentioned,
and some of them even allow you to change the eyes.
Really?
So this one maybe not, but some of them, yeah. Like I've seen Joker figures where you can actually you pull off the back of the head and there's a little knobby twist, so you can change the direction of the eye's face and whatnot.
That's fucking screwy. Also, get out of here, sea cleaner. But it was as you mentioned, you can buy two. Keep one in box and take one out of box because it's only $130 for this good one. This is a good collector's item.
Yeah, I mean, if you got the money to drop to buy two of them, that's $260.
That is, you were right, and I'm not. I mean, yeah, you're right. One, only one, and it's only the prototype shown. So this is not even the final product. When does this ship? Oh, next year. April to June 2024, and the pre-orders close July 19th, 2023. Whew, they don't even have them in production yet.
Yeah, this is a full-on collector thing for sure.
For sure. And limited edition, because after the pre-orders, they are probably closing all sales. So if you're wanting a really good Indiana Jones figure, go and get that one. It is on mezcotoys.com. mezcotoyz.com.
There's some very nice stuff on these websites for these figures.
Well, let's take just a moment. Oh, that Green Ranger looks really nice for $95. That's not bad, huh? Some of these actually just look just good, just in general. Normal Society, Atticus Doom, Necroverse. All right, let's see what we got here. Spider-Man 2099, looking good. $90 for that really nice looking figure. Okay. Bishop. Morbius. It's Morbin time. All these look really good. Ooh, $80 for the Black Panther. We talked about this one. I remember this. Yeah.
It's interesting he's got a M'Baku shield.
God, that looks so good. It looks like it's just straight out of the film. It's great. It's great that toys can look this good. Well,
yeah, I love when people when photographers buy these figures and then do the shot the shoots with them. Have you seen some of the stuff people do on TikTok and stuff like that where they'll do shoots with the figures?
Yeah. Oh,
it looks so freaking good.
And a throwback over to what those croc charms are called. They are called croc charms. I don't.
Yeah, I like bling.
Bling, yeah, especially for only because they're the Sonic ones. Skydoop. So a Lego set, I might actually go out of the way to buy. Tales of the Space Age from their Ideas section has 4 little dioramic images of space travel, and I love them. They look like little scenes, like little dioramas. One of, I assume, Halley's Comet, one of the Mars lunar rover, one of a launch of a sort, but I can't tell which one, and then one of just what could be alien life, perhaps. This is great. 688 pieces, $50. Yeah, and I could see probably knocking out 1 or 2 bricks between here and here, putting a little LED light of their corresponding colors. Yeah. Freestanding or hung on a wall. Yeah, okay. Good stuff.
They are very nice.
Yeah. Boop. Uh, just before we started, I watched a trailer, and Quincy had the best way of putting this trailer. We're talking about Retribution, a Liam Neeson film coming to Regal on August 25th. Quincy, what was the way you told me this movie before I even saw this trailer?
It's basically Speed.
It is basically Speed. And I was like, what? It is basically Speed, but with a little bit more drama involved. And then I kind of came up with the idea that it's Speed and phone booth. Yeah.
In a world where Speed 2 fucking cruise control happened, it's about time someone rips Speed off in this way.
I stand by it. It's a parody movie. That's what Speed 2 is. It's a parody movie.
Like, even Sandra hates it.
Yeah.
She fucking says it's like the biggest piece of crap.
I'm mad that it made money.
Did it though?
It made it. I think it was an overall success, even though it was a low success back in those days.
I'm checking.
Yes.
By the way, they had like a $36 million budget on Five Nights at Freddy.
Yeah, that's not bad. Scott Coulson living pretty good right now, probably.
So their budget for Speed 2 Cruise Control was $160 million.
Okay, what'd they make?
Opening weekend, 16.
Oh.
Worldwide gross, 164.
Okay, never mind then. Never mind, that is a flop. Okay, disregard. Fuck Speed 2. I'm glad it didn't make money. But back over to...
I have to know.
Oh, what are you doing now?
I gotta know the fucking Rotten Tomatoes.
Oh.
Because I swear to God, if this has
16.
a decent score, I'm gonna be pissed.
16.
4.
4? Okay.
16 from the audience. You were spot on for the audience.
Okay.
That's very fair. Eight-Legged Freaks has a higher score than Speed fucking 2.
Now, I hate spiders, and that movie got me going, ugh, but it was at least entertaining. You know, I didn't mind Eight-Legged Freaks. Back over to Retribution. Yeah, it's basically Speed and Phone Booth tied together. If you like both those movies, you'll definitely like Retribution from the look of it. Liam Neeson, just he looks like he's having fun. August 25th. Skadoop. And that was it. That was the last thing on our plate.
Yeah,
Hopefully I'll be streaming in a little bit some Diablo. So stay tuned for that.
I'm glad you're liking it. I'm glad you're enjoying it.
Yeah, and hopefully you'll pop on and we can get some more individuals. You said Piper was playing it too, yeah?
Yeah, Piper has. He's over on PlayStation, but it's through Battle.net, so we can crossplay.
We sure can. They even have that option automatically ticked.
So, because he was like, you got a PlayStation 4 inside. You should be buying it for that. I'm like, that's not my PlayStation 4, bro. Like, I ain't buying a $70 game for a console I can't guarantee time on.
Yeah. And it even gives you the warning of you're playing with people over different types of consoles, because it's even PC. And they said, don't get angry if you get mushed out. You can turn off that feature. Dude, PvP in Diablo? No. It doesn't matter. It does not matter.
I don't know that I can do PvP in Diablo.
It's not bad. It's a lot slower paced than you're probably thinking. It does have quick time understanding, but there's a lot you could do without the PvP of it.
This is already going to be a learning curve, learning how to play Diablo again, because I haven't played Diablo in...
Bro, I felt like I was playing Diablo 2 again. Like, if you've played 2 or 3, it's like riding a very rusty bicycle that you're slowly tuning back up. there will be bits and pieces you will have immediate knee-jerk reaction to, and then you will immediately begin to build it back up. They even did a lot of quality of life changes that I was like, damn, where was this back in Diablo 2? Shit. And I was like, oh yeah, because that might require it to be online. There's a lot of fun to be had. You can run into random players just doing random missions, events out in the world, world bosses, just random events that pop up. There's a lot to be had in Diablo 4, and I'm here for this next expansion that's going to be coming out in December. Like, they already have plans to drop something, and I'm like, I might shell out some cash for this. We'll see. We'll see.
It's definitely going to have to come down to it'll have to come down to how much for how much.
I think I think it's going to be $20 a year. That's what I believe their market.
It's not too bad.
Was. So
$20 isn't too bad.
Yeah, that's what.
Because it's already a $70 game. So
which is stupid. I was a little frustrated, but I paid half of it. Do I find that it is worth what we have paid? So far, yes. I believe so.
I basically converted a Target gift card over to be able to pay my half.
Fair enough. But that's all we got for you guys today. Remember to like and subscribe where you can. Remember to join that Discord down in any of the descriptions. We're always down to talk, and I'm always talking shit. Remember to check out our Humble Bundles to help support charity that will continuously help support charities. Check out our Temu link. I'm still working on that video very slowly. Depressive Fits. There's one thing I'm missing. Oh yeah, Zenny. We're affiliated with Zenny now. Go and get you some very inexpensive glasses. Some great glasses. I'm wearing a pair right now. Durable, clean, neat, and I can see. And of course, at the end of days, at the end of weeks, at the end of months, and at the end of years, remember, love one another. It is definitely free to do.
Bye, everyone.
Bye, everyone.